What's up, what's up? It's Saucy Rossi, and today I'm cooking up these beautiful Nagano pork chops. Bone in. Look at these. They're absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to be grilling these up today using my Napoleon charcoal grill, and I'm really excited. The plan here is to cook them on indirect heat for about, I don't know, I'd say 10 to 12 minutes. What I'm actually looking for is about an internal temperature of 120 degrees before I move them to direct heat and finish them off with a nice sear, bringing them up past the 145 internal temperature mark. Nagano pork is a premium type of pork that originates from the Nagano farm region in Quebec, Canada. It's renowned for its superior quality, tenderness, and distinctive marbling. It's often compared to the qualities found in Wagyu beef. This breed of pork was developed through specific breeding and feeding techniques to produce a leaner, more flavorful meat with a rich, buttery texture. What sets Nagano pork apart for me is its meticulous care in farming practices. The pigs are raised in a stress-free environment and fed a carefully balanced grain-based diet that contributes to the tenderness and juiciness of the meat. The pork is often used in high-end restaurants and has become particularly popular in Japanese cuisine, where it's praised for its texture and flavor, especially in dishes like tonkatsu and pork ramen. This pork variety is highly sought after for its taste and consistency. It makes it a favorite among chefs and home cooks alike. That's why I'm using it for my cook today. So like I said, I cooked these using indirect heat. They're past the 120 degree internal mark, so now I've thrown them directly over the coals and we're gonna sear them off. Now, one thing that's really important here is making sure you're regularly turning them. You wanna make sure you are getting char, but you don't want to burn the pork chop here, right? We have a nice little fat cap on these, and that's feeding down to the coals as well, which is going to increase the flames here in just a moment. But this was a lot of fun to cook. As well, you might be wondering why I have tinfoil on the bone. That's to make sure as these flames kind of kiss the meat, they don't actually burn the bone. There isn't any meat protecting that bone, so it just kind of burns and just chars off and doesn't really look that appealing. So if you just throw some tinfoil over the tail bone there, you're good to go. Now, one thing I will note here, I'm not using tongs. However, I am using a fireproof glove. So please make sure, if you are watching this recipe and thinking to yourself, I should try that, please have a fireproof glove handy. Fire safety is very important when you're using a grill, and there's a lot of flames that will kiss up with this. So please be careful. I burned some arm hair off, I'm not gonna lie, but it was worth it. These were absolutely delicious. So the total cook time here was probably about 16 to 18 minutes. I think it took me about 12 minutes, 13 minutes to get up past the 120 mark. And then when I threw it on the coals here, this took about 3 or 4 minutes to finish off. And just making sure you're passing that 145 degree internal mark. That's what's important here, guys. Make sure your meat is cooked properly. So as you can see here, I'm building up a beautiful crust on these pork chops. I'm getting ready for dinner. This is awesome. Yeah, this was a really enjoyable cook. I highly suggest, if you have a kettle grill, trying this out. It was easy and amazing. My wife was thrilled with the outcome as well. And there you have it, folks. I've let these rest for about 5 minutes at this point. You can see the juices kind of released there, letting it absorb back in a little bit. But yeah, this was absolutely to die for. If you have a chance to try Nagano pork, I highly suggest you do. This premium cut pork chop was kind of the best pork chop I've ever had. And I poured a little bit of the juice that was on that plate back onto the pork chop, and this was my meal for the evening. I had sweet potato and a delicious broccoli salad. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe. I do recipe videos all the time. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day today. Take care.